Good morning. The video is about Borg-Wally multiplier. Borg-Wally multiplication algorithm is an efficient way to handle the sign bits. This technique has been developed in order to design regular multipliers which are suited for 2's complement numbers. So before going into actual Borg-Wally multiplication, I will be teaching you signed numbers and signed multiplication. After that, let's go in for Borg-Wally multiplication. I will consider representing signed numbers. I will take an example for multiplication. Let the number be minus 5 into 2. So now coming to the representation, how do we represent minus 5 in binary? Plus 5 is represented as 0101, and this 0, the MSB 0 indicates the sign bit. Minus 5 is obtained by taking 2's complement of this number. 2's complement of this will be 1, 1, 0 and 1. This represents minus 5. So coming to the binary weights, this will be minus 8, this will be 0, this will be 2 and this will be 1. When we add, we get minus 5. So 1011 is the representation for minus 5. Similarly, 2 is represented as, I am considering 4 bits for representation. So 2 in 4 bits is represented as 0, 0, 1 and 0. So let me go to the multiplication part of these two numbers. Minus 5 into 2, whose binary equivalent is 1011 multiplied with 0, 0, 1 and a 0. Let's start the multiplication. First, when we multiply with the LSB bit, it becomes 0, 0, 0 and 0. Next one will be when you multiply with the next bit, that is 1, it becomes 1, 1, 0, 1. Next, when we multiply it with the next bit, which is a 0, we get 0, 0, 0 and 0. The last bit is also a 0. The same procedure can be extended to any number of bits and any number. So we get 0, 0, 0, 0. Since I have taken a simple example of 4 bits cross 4 bits, when you multiply n cross n bits, we know the product will be 2n bits long. So here it is 4 bits cross 4 bits, so it will be 8 bits. So I will provide a sign extension everywhere. So the first stage I have 4 bits, providing 4 more bit sign extension, I get 0, 0, 0 and a 0. Here, the sign extension, the last bit is 1. So extend the sign bit as 1. Each stage, it should be 8 bits. And the next stage is 0. So sign extension will be 0. And here also the last bit is 0. So sign extension bit is 0. This is the concept of sign bit extension. Now you add them all. You get 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. You have got a value. So when I take 2's, you have got a signed number. When you take 2's complement of this number, it becomes 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. What is this number? This is plus 10. And the result, whatever we had got, was minus 10. So when I perform multiplication of minus 5 into minus 2, I must get this result. This is my result. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, which represents minus 10. This is what I am supposed to get. And this is the concept behind signed multiplication. So what we do? 2's complement number we take, we multiply and we obtain the product. So coming to Borg-Wally Next, general implementation. This is the general implementation, as you all know. See, each stage here is a full adder. Each stage when you're adding is a full adder. So what we do, this is the general implementation shown. We take the LSB bit from the first operand and the second operand to obtain product 0. Then LSB bit of second operand and the first bit of operand 1 is given to a full adder and we obtain product 0. And as you know, this is the general implementation to obtain the product. Now coming to Borg-Waller multiplication. Borg-Waller multiplication for 4 bits, this is the block diagram. As you can see, it consists of both gray cells as well as white cell. This is the last stage of full adder, which you will analyze why it is required when you take a particular example of -5 and 2 as we consider. See, each gray cell is represented like this. Each gray cell has a full adder and we don't give the inputs A and B directly to a full adder. Rather, A and B is first given to a NAND gate. The result obtained from that and carry in of the previous stage and sum from the previous stage is given as the input to the full adder. And then we obtain sum and carry from that particular cell. This is the gray cell implementation. So what is this product? What is that we obtain here? We obtain A dot B the whole bar. This is one bit. Then CI is one bit. SI is another bit. These three are inputs. And the output is S naught and C naught from that particular stage. Similarly, a white cell consists of a AND gate and a full adder. When I take this, so for the full adder, we don't give A and B directly. Rather, A and B is first ANDed and then given to a full adder. So the output of AND gate will be A dot B. Then the input given to the full adder will be AB, CI and SI. CI and SI are the carry and sound bit from the previous stage. And the output is S naught and C naught. So this is the inner block diagram of this gray cell and white cell. Coming to the multiplication of -5 into 2, what I had shown you previously. First, for your convenience, I will be writing what is that we obtain inside this. What are we going to multiply? If it is a white cell, what do we multiply? The LSB bit A0, A1, A2, A3. Let my -5 is 1, 0, 1, 1 and 2 is 0, 0, 1 and a 0. Let me consider this is A3, A2, A1, A0. This is B3, B2, B1 and B0. These bits are given to all the cells like this. This is A0, A1, A2, A3, B0, B1, B2, B3. These are given to white cells and gray cells of the corresponding rows and columns respectively as shown. And for the first stage, input is all 0. If you observe, this 0 is given throughout. And for the first stage, there is no previous carry, no previous sum, so it is all zeros. In this first white cell, what is getting multiplied? We give A0 and B0, A0 dot B0. Why it is A0 dot B0? In white cell, we do AND of A and B. In gray cell, we do NAND of A and B. Since this is a white cell, this is A naught, B naught. This is also a white cell. What are the inputs? A1 and B naught. So we multiply A1 and B naught in this white cell. To this white cell, we give A2 and B naught as input. So it becomes A2 and B naught. This is a gray cell. To the gray cell, we give A3 and B naught as input. These two are multiplied and this will be NANDed. So A3 dot B naught the whole bar. Similarly, in this white cell, we give input as A naught and B1. So the operation performed is A naught into B1. Coming to this, the input is A1 and B1. So it is A1, B1. To this white cell, it is A2, B1. To this gray cell, it is A3, B1, the whole bar. Remember, the last bit in each stage is a gray cell. Similarly, except for the last bit, all other bits of the final stage will be gray cell. This is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Now, similarly, writing all other products. Here the inputs are A0, B2. This is a white cell. This is A1, B2. This is A2, B2. And this is A3, B2, the whole bar. This is a gray cell. So it will be A0, B3 whole bar. A1, B3 whole bar. A2, B3 whole bar. And A3, B3. This is a white cell. What is my A naught? According to my assumed, my assumed example, A naught will be 1, A1 is 1, A2 is 0, A3 is again a 1. Similarly, B naught, let me change the color. So B naught is 0, B1 is 1, B2 is 0, B3 is 0. What do we get? This is my sum. Let me write each and every byproduct so that it will be convenient for me. See, as you can see, we will have to evaluate what is sum and carry from each stage of white cell and gray cell. That's what I do now. What is the sum from this stage when I multiply 1 and a 0? A naught is 1, B naught is 0. What do I get? 1 into 0 is a 0. Then to the full adder, what do we give? The multiplication of A and B. A and B is multiplied. Along with this, we give carry and sum from the previous stage. So for the first bit in first stage 1, LSB bit, 0 and a 0. You know what is sum and carry of a full adder? What is sum? Sum is A XOR B XOR C. And what is carry? Carry is AB plus BC plus CA. So what are the inputs to the full adder? 0, A naught, B naught is 0, and this 0 and this 0 are inputs. So what is sum? Sum is 0 XORed with 0 XORed with 0, which is nothing but a 0. So finally, P naught is 0. Next. What is carry? 0.0 plus 0.0 plus 0.0. Again, carry will be 0. This is the carry to the next stage. Similarly, evaluate for all the cells. What is A naught dot B, A1 dot B naught? A1 is 1, B naught is 0, so this is a 0. Now, What is the sum and carry from this bit? From this bit, it will be 0.0 plus 0.0 plus 0.0. So carry is also 0. Sum is also 0 because 0 XORed with 0 XORed with 0, sum is 0. Do the same thing for all the stages and all the bits in all the stages. So A2 dot B naught is 0. So the output sum is also 0, carry is also 0. A3 dot B naught, A3 dot B naught, A3 is 1, B naught is 0. So this gives me, NAND of this will give me 1. So 1, 0 and 0 are the inputs to a full adder. So some bit will become 1 and carry bit will become 0. This completes the sum and carry out from stage 1. This is given as input to the next stage. Again, you evaluate A0 dot B1 in this stage. A0 dot B1 will be 1. A1 dot B1 will be 1. A2 dot B1 will be 0. A3 dot B1 bar will be 0. Now find out what is sum and carry. What are the inputs to a full adder? 1 from A0, B0. 0 is the carry out bit from the previous stage. And the sum bit from the bit 1 of stage 1 is 0. So 1, 0 and 0 are the inputs. These three are the inputs. What do you get? Sum has, from this stage, sum bit will be 1, carry bit will be 0. Similarly, 1, 0, 0 are the inputs to a full adder. So what is sum bit? Sum bit is 1, carry bit is 0. Coming to the next bit, input is 0, 0, 1 to the full adder. So what will be the output? Output will be sum bit is 1, carry bit is 0. Similarly, when you consider the last full adder, the input will be 0, 0, 0. So sum is also 0, carry is also 0. So this completes stage 2. From stage 2, what did you obtain? Byproduct P1 you obtained it as, byproduct P1 is yes, which is nothing but 1 from the stage. So it is 1. Similarly, evaluate for the next stage also. What do you get from the next stage? The A0 B2. Evaluate A0 B2. A0 B2 is 0. Why is it 0? A0 is 1. Whereas B2 is 0. So this is 0. Similarly, this is 0. This is 0. Whereas A3 B2 bar will be 1. Finding out the sum and carry from the full adder in this stage, we obtain what are the inputs to the full adder of this bit. It will be 0, 1 and a 0. What is my carry? Carry will be 1. Sum will be 1 and carry will be 0 because 1 XORed with 0, XORed with 0, sum bit becomes 1. Okay, carry bit. 1.0 plus 0.0 plus 1.0. Carry bit becomes 0. Similarly, sum of this full adder will be 1. Carry will be 0. From this full adder, sum will be 0. 0, 0, 0 is 0. 0, 0, 0. Again, carry bit is also 0. Evaluating these three, 1, 0, 0. From this full adder, sum bit will be 0. Sum bit will be 1. Sum bit will be 1. Carry bit will be 0. Now, what is the product to obtain? Product to obtain is 1. This is P0. This is my LSB. P0, P1, P2, and so on and so forth. Coming to the last stage, stage 4, A naught dot B3 the whole bar. Observe the last stage, all the bits except for the MSB bit will be a gray cell. MSB bit will be white cell. It is reverse of the previous stages. In previous stages, all LSB bits were white cell and only the MSB bit was a gray cell. In the last stage, all the bits except for MSB bit is a gray cell and only the last MSB bit is a white cell. That's the difference. Evaluate A naught dot B3 the whole bar. A naught is 1, B3 is 0. So A naught dot B3 the whole bar will give me 1. A1 dot B3 the whole bar will give me 1. A2 dot B3 the whole bar is 1. A3 dot B3 is a 0. Now start evaluating sum and carry. Now what will you consider to as an input to full adder? It is 1 0 0. 1 0 0. My what is my I'm sorry 1 0 1. 1 0 1. 1 0 1 is the input to a full adder. So what is my sum from this full adder? Sum will be 0. A XOR B XOR C. So 1 XOR 1 is 0. Carry bit will be 1. A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A will be 1. So sum. Coming to the next bit, sum from this full adder is 1. Carry is 0. Coming to next full adder, input given is 1 0 1. So again sum will remain as 0. Carry bit is a 1. Then to the next full adder, 0 0 0 are the inputs. So sum is also 0. Carry is also 0. Finally, we have one last stage of full adder stage. Know the difference between gray cell, white cell and a full adder. Gray cell has a NAND gate and a full adder. White cell has a AND gate and a full adder. And this last stage is a full adder stage alone. Now, what we do, the input given to this is 1, 1 and a 1. The LSB bit full adder will always get the input carry input as 1. So before you start, you must know the general structure, what I had shown. What are the inputs? Default inputs you must know. So what is the default input? For all MSB bit, one of the input bit will be 0. Whereas in the full adder stage, the input will be 1. One of the input will become 1. Remember that. First, a default block diagram should be known before you start filling all the blocks like this. Now, what is sum from this first full adder? 1, 1, 1 are the inputs. So sum is also 1. Carry to the next stage. Carry to the next stage is also 1. Coming to this full adder, what is the sum bit? So P4 is a 1. Here P3 is a 0. So P4 is a 1. Coming to the next full adder, full adder gets the input as 1 0 0. So sum bit will become 1. Carry to the next stage will become 0. Coming to the next full adder, 0 1 0 is the input. So sum bit is 1 and the carry bit to the next stage is 0. Coming to the last full adder, 0 0 1 is the input. So from the sum bit is 1 and carry bit is 0. What is this P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6 and P7 that we have obtained? They are the product bits. This is my P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7. What am I supposed to get? 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Just check whether you have obtained this value here. I'll paste it here so it will be easier. See, P naught bit is a 0. Here also it's a 0. Then it is a 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, which is 8 bits product. This is how you perform signed multiplication using Borg-Walle multiplier. Remember, Borg-Walle multiplier is required to perform signed multiplication. And what is the concept behind signed multiplication? Signed multiplication uses the concept of sign extension. With sign extension, you will have to perform, and the product that we have obtained here is minus 10. Thank you.